grow out of it? If they grow out of it, they grow out of it. Some people stay leprechauns. They don't grow, so they stay leprechauns.
And then what do they? They hunt, they search out rainbows or what?
They look for the gold at the end of the rainbow.
I used to do that, but I could never get there. Could never get there.
Depending on
then
the
I
night.
worried. Then I learned why when I was
That's
in
true.
college.
Depending.
Reflection of light.
Depending
through
on
a
the
prism.
night, we always find the pot of rainbows. You never know. You go. Have you ever searched for a rainbow?
I actually have. Yes. You
And
can't get
you
to a
never
rainbow
got
because
close?
it's really, it's light coming through a prism, and it breaks it down to its base
I
colors, and you can never get close to because
See?
it's
Ask
a
Irish
thing when you
Angie.
drive.
Aggie, Irish Aggie, you have leprechauns. Tell Dan, I'm trying to tell him that the
I mean,
Irish.
is a leprechaun like a
Oh,
Bigfoot
Christine's
or
here.
what?
No, the leprechauns are little people.
Like
With-
Oompa Loompas.
And they're red. They've got red
I
beards,
don't
red
think they're
hair.
red. Those are Oompa Loompas.
No, they don't have red skin. They have red hair.
They're green.
See? Irish Aggie said that. They're not green. Their outfits are green. Dan, Lord.
I met the Prime Minister of Ireland. I just realized it. I forgot about that.
Okay, I'm here for one. I have people wanting to hear the poem I wrote you.
That was a poem?
Yeah, I was pretty good. It was pretty clever.
Yes. I ran out and I brought a nice, beautiful bouquet of roses for my wife.
Dan ran out really.
And a thing of IPA beer that she wanted.
Dan, I said not to get hazy, but I'll take it. And so it's hazy, so I'm drinking wine. So he right before the live, he's like, "Shit, I gotta go to CVS. I gotta go to CVS." I said, "For what?" "For your Valentine's Day present." I said, there's a live. Okay, this was by his coffee this morning. Dan, you are my hot dog to my bun. You're the yin to my yang. You're the butter to my biscuit, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Would you be my Valentine? Love your beautiful wife, Danielle. See? Now that was nice. And he laughed. He did laugh. You did laugh this morning because he forgot it was Valentine's Day, and then he giggled. Yeah. So now what?
Now
Good night,
Valentine's
Sandra.
Day's over and we can wait till, what's the next one? Next Hallmark holiday.
Leprechaun Day.
And then Mother's Day and Father's Day and what else?
No, Hannah's birthday.
Well, that's not a Hallmark day.
Passover, Easter. That's in March.
Those are not? Anyway.
But Hallmark produces cards for those events.
Right, but it's a real event. It's not a made-up event. I mean, Easter is a thing. It's been
Valentine's
around for thousands
is not
of years.
made up. The Cupid,
It's made up.
it's not. There is a Cupid, and he hit you
Frickin' Cupid.
with his arrow for me a long time
Yeah,
ago.
he shot me in the ass.
He did.
I
See,
know.
so don't. You are a believer.
I'm not a believer.
You're a believer.
I'm a believer and I'll leave her if I please. That was the Monkees, right? I'm a believer.
Well, you were watching the live, but it's not live.
This is a
I
made-up
see.
one.
What? Yes, it's St. Patrick's Day.
It's not. It's Valentine's Day. At least
No,
for
the
St.
next
Patrick's
one
Day,
is St. Patrick's.
you drink beer.
Day. Yes, lots of green beer.
green beer. That's right. That's right. That's fine. Mm-hmm. I know those are the wrong words, Robin. If you notice when I sing, I often. Why did somebody put heart glasses on me? I usually get the words wrong. I usually get the words wrong.
They're trying to hit you with their Cupid arrow.
I think that's why we don't get hit for violations, because I never get the words right.
Hey.
Yeah.
Go Leaf Go wants to know a serious question.
Okay.
Have we ever 69?
Next question.
Back in 1969, we did.
Next question.
Hi, Rustics.
How you doing in snowy Wisconsin?
Fuddy-duddy Dan.
I'm not a fuddy-duddy. I'm all for it, but I'm not going to be all talk and no play. That's no fun.
Dan, it's called entertainment.
I know, but
Not
it's also
between us. It's
but-
not foreplay.
right. But
this
it's
is
a
not
bit
foreplay.
edgy. It's just a bit edgy.
Yeah, you're a bit edgy before he started yelling before he turned the camera on to go
here
live.
we go. Here we go.
And
Here
Andrew
we
doesn't.
go.
Andrew and I don't know
let's-
who he was yelling at. So he's a bit edgy right now. Can you hurry up and
I'm-
chug that beer? Chug it.
I mean, she's talking. I was getting on her for needling me. I said, you don't like it when I needle you.
I wasn't needling
But yet
you.
she takes out the stick and.
I think you
What were you doing
misunderstood.
right here? What
I
was
think
that right
you
now?
misunderstood.
Oh, Dan was yelling just before we got on.
I think you misunderstood.
Danielle was bitching just before we got on.
I didn't say the Ed thing. That was Andrew, by the way. So you actually heard me, but it was your son who said it.
What difference does it make?
That's my point.
I mean, you
yelled
have
at
to
the
come
wrong
on here and
person.
tell people I was angry before we got on.
Well,
I don't get it.
People were saying you
Oh,
seem a
people
bit
were
testy.
saying so. I had to just say it. I had to say it.
Oh Lord.
So don't get angry if I come at you with passive aggressive comments. I'm just saying what comes around.
I don't even know
Comes
what the
around to
hell
bite.
just blew out your ass, but it was nasty.
Again, we keep going. We keep going. My dad's over there listening intently.
He's documenting. And so far, Dan's losing.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Dan doesn't believe in Valentine's Day.
Here we just keep them coming. We keep them coming. But
it
she
not
doesn't
true?
realize she's doing it. But
Is
they
it
keep
not
coming.
true? You don't believe in Valentine's Day.
Okay.
You just said it. There was no Cupid. It's a Hallmark holiday.
Yes, it's a Hallmark holiday. Happy Hallmark.
Oh, Jesus. Kumbaya.
This kid was born in November, and that's the only November birthday I think in our. Oh, my nephew Zach. Nacky Zach was born in November too. Steven, I think I'm safe. Maybe
Oh,
we never
yes.
know, but
Melting pot, I bet it would be way too crowded. It's Valentine's Day, for fuck's sake. Ooh.
I never had braces. We didn't have money for braces.
Tony, how ugly can you be?
Tony?
Yeah. Did you see his message?
Yeah. Tam, did I get something for Danielle? I'm almost offended by that question.
Here we go. Needling.
I'm almost.
Needling.
Who am I needling?
Me. Needling.
I don't know how I was
On the
anything to do with you.
50-yard line. Needling.
Of course, I bought my wife
Hi,
something.
Rita.
I don't know how that was needling.
Well, because he didn't want to get
I'm the
fucking
14th.
booed on the damn gosh darn social meds, so he had to run out really quick to get me. Well, what do you want? Do you want candy?
Steven, you broke a tooth, man. Does it hurt? That's
on YouTube.
On the tube.
Yeah. Hi, Claire. How are you? Somebody come get him. He's not even here. He's asleep.
Happy Valentine's Day, Pamela.
Hello, Freddie. Are you trying to stir up shit with that? Oh, on my shirt.
Oh. I'm looking around. What the hell are they talking about? I'm looking for a horse.
Oh, Lord. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. A horse is a horse, of course. Can you say that fast 5 times? Tell us your love story. Today is the day of love. We should talk about all the
Do we
love.
consider ourselves soil mates?
Soil?
Um,
Yes, I'm soiled right now.
I don't.
I'm soiled.
Maybe I don't know. I don't.
Do you
I don't
mean
know.
like I'm soiled? Like
soul? He means soul.
No, I know.
mates.
Or was he saying soil mates? Like, are we going to be buried together? That could be soil mates too.
That would be a soil mate.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be buried in the same hole.
I don't want to be buried with him for eternity. Jeez.
Again, just life. Forget eternity. Just the part where we're
Yeah,
alive.
but once I'm dead, I want to have separate times.
But be
I
my
want
guest.
to go out and play the
Go
field.
right ahead. Go wherever the hell you
Time.
want to go. That's fine.
I want to go
Our
play
marriage ends at death, apparently. That's it. It's over.
bonsoir.
After death, you're free to do.
I want after death. I'm saying let me die and then I'll go gallivant around. I don't want to
Fine.
feel guilty
That's
coming
fine.
back to you at night in the grave. He needs to check that beer. He's up. Do you want to deal with him?
Okay. Pop. He's not up, by the way, but what's up, Pop? How's your dinner? Good.
Oh, Brenda, mine's been going
Get
crazy.
that out of your damn thing. That's where it goes.
This twin will
All that goes in
yeah.
there. That's
It's
where
like
it goes, Pop.
Hi Johnny.
That's
She
where
wants
it
to
flaps.
hit up an angle dude.
You can get your face a little bit here, Pop.
My angles get gay, just so you know.
Dinner.
He's my gay
All
bestie.
right. Looks
So
good.
yeah, I'm hitting it up for fun.
He's not
every
even.
time.
That's a big dinner he's eating.
Yeah, I made it really luxurious. Hi Angel. How are ya? Don't worry about my bestie. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Thanks, Samantha. It's Andrews. And apparently hi Amanda, stole it from Jen. And it is a Bronco, which is kind of my favorite car. Yeah.
What? I can't hear you.
Look at your hands.
Huh?
Look at your hands.
My hand?
Yeah, look at how you're sitting.
How am I sitting?
You're guarded.
I'm just sitting here.
I mean, the beating was like 10 hours ago. You should have recovered from that.
Marks.
I'm trying to get you like,
I'm working on it.
well, here, chug that. 1, 2, 3, go. Prost. Cheers. Get it. Down it. Swallow. Swallow. Shot. Shot. I mean, that was a pussy drink. Finish the beer, please. We need to get, what was that movie from? We need to remove that bug that stifled up your ass.
Anybody know what movie that's from?
Hi, Moneymaker.
Terms of
Apparently,
Endearment. It's from
apparently,
Terms of Endearment.
Moneymaker, I will be your Valentine. Because Dan didn't ask me to be his. I asked him to be mine. Hi, John. I gotta get him loose as a goose. Look, he's itching his head. Hi, Dacky. How are you?
I'm aging fast. This is a great night, man. This is a great night. I'm really enjoying myself here. Bring it on. What else is wrong with me? Let's figure it out. What's wrong with Dan?
You need to take the shirt out from underneath that left nipple. You guys.
I can't take her out to dinner because we can't both be gone at once. It's a bit stifling, but we really can't. And since it's my primary responsibility, I'm here 95% of the time. My breaks are driving to the store, driving to get lunch, going there, and half the time I bring them with me. But I wish, when we were doing it half time, it was, I'm seeing a bunch of the videos pop up, and we were going to Tahoe. Those were all on days we didn't have them when we were both together. And we don't have that anymore.
But remember, we did videos and we're like, it's switch day.
What?
It's switch day.
Yeah, we did switch day videos, but
They were great because we had a couple of days of rest.
we had a couple days of rest, and that's just no longer the case anymore.
Mm-mm. Oh yeah, Bird Girl, we've had him for over a year now. A year and a half.
I don't know what's wrong with me today, Mary. I don't know. Nothing major. I mean, there's also, I haven't been in a great mood. I'm watching all the news. I'm dealing with other issues. We're dealing with my mom right now, which is very difficult. Making plans and, trying to keep her on board and happy. My brother is helping. My family helps as much as they can. I mean, you have to realize that it's very difficult to take care of my dad right now. I mean, I'd be really reluctant to let anybody step in that wasn't trained for a couple of days and seeing what, how he is and what he needs. It's just a different situation.
They would have to be trained for a week just to get his.
I am not sleeping well, but but that's not all to do with my dad. That's me. It just gets harder, when you already have sleeping issues and then you throw your father on top of it and the dogs and all that stuff. But I'm not going to complain. I'd power through. That's my philosophy. It
And
is
my-
daylight here.
Yeah, it's starting to get longer a little bit. Thanks, Tammy. No, here's the thing, Xenolicious. Mark has been out of the daily, whole day routine for a long time, so it is different. I mean, Dan and I just know, and it's just when you haven't experienced what we have been doing, huh?
No, I'm just.
Oh. Then it's people don't get it. You really have to, like, if family stayed with them, they would have to like be trained. They'd have to like watch them for 24 hours, just mirror us, right? For 24 hours. Because we're in a different phase that nobody knows, right? Unless you're doing it. So it's just the way it is. Yes, that's the gate. That's the gate. The infamous gate.
The caregiving's got a
nursing-
lot more complicated.
Nursing home is always an option. Yeah, that would kill him a lot quicker than keeping him here.
I mean, we're not looking. I'm looking to get my mom into my sister's house, not send somebody else to a nursing home. That's what we've been trying to do,
And if
and that's
Ed
going to
wasn't,
happen for
and
my
if,
mom shortly.
and if Ed wasn't here, guess where she would be? I
She
mean,
would be
guess
here.
if Ed wasn't here, guess where she would be? Is here.
If Ed wasn't
No,
here,
Angel.
she'd have been here already for sure.
Yeah.
My mom's 88, and she
It
has
is.
difficult medical issues.
Worst cousins, it is.
What?
They said it's easy. It's less stress to do it ourselves than to train others. It does. It feels like it's because Dan and I, it's like second nature to it, right? We live it 24/7. To leave them with somebody who hasn't done what we've done for
There's
the
a
last 6
lot
months,
to it, and
It's-
a lot happens.
it's
that
very
you have to.
concerning. Yeah. Not that we don't trust them. We don't trust them with Ed.
It's not that we don't trust. It's not the word about trust. It's that they're not properly, trained how to do it. So
Exactly. That's a trust thing. I couldn't just leave. We couldn't leave for overnight right now at the drop of a hat.
it would take at least a day of having someone be here for a day.
Oh, Xenolicious, I agree. I think Ed.
John, what you do is you jump on it now. You don't let it get to the point where you have to make a decision in one day, like we did with my dad. My dad moved to my brother Mark's house. It was a one-day decision because he had these marks from where he had fallen, and he didn't know where he got them, and they were these horrific, bruises. Thank God he didn't break anything, but he didn't know where he got them. So that was the last day he was alone. And now with my mom, we're trying to be proactive and not have to do it, on one day after some kind of incident. So we're trying to get prepared. My sister's preparing her house. Mark's preparing a room at his house so that she can kind of go back and forth. It's more difficult with my mom because she's with it, and she values her independence greatly. And she's resisting even, trying to move her in with my sister because she values her independence. And, it's a tough thing. It's tough getting old. And we're dealing with that right now. And Mark's a big part of it. So, Mark, it's not that he's stopped. It was not his idea. He didn't say, I can't do it anymore. My dad couldn't take it anymore. So we had to adapt. And that's what you do. Someone bitched on a thing the other day, today, I think on Facebook, which is really, you should go check it out if you haven't been to Facebook. It's a wild ride over there. I mean, the meanest, nastiest people in the world that attack me, they attack my dad, calling him creepy. I mean, it's just such a
Somebody
weird,
called him a rat face on mine the other day.
just such a weird thing. They're
So
just
weird.
very hateful, and they're going after Mark. It's just remarkable. But on the Facebook, somebody made a comment. What the hell was it? I mean, people comment about all sorts of things, and it's really disgusting, is what
I'll
it
tell
is.
you guys privately. See, remind me when we're on a member live.
My mom lives and she lives in a building in independent living, and there is assisted living that she could use, but we don't want that for her. I told my mom, I want you to live out your days with your family. And she likes that idea. She just doesn't want to be a burden. And she's so worried about being a burden to people. And so I don't want her in a facility with help if we can keep her ourselves. If my sister can do it, and I know it'll be a good experience for her, and that's what we're dealing with right now. I mean, there's a lot more going on than just the videos that people see. What did someone say today on Facebook?
I can't keep up.
They were talking about Andrew, and somebody said, well, they look at their dad who does nothing but sit in a chair all day, and then you wonder why Andrew's lazy or Andrew doesn't do anything. And I responded politely. I said, first off, you don't have any idea who I am. You watch a couple of videos. I grew up with a single mom and money was tight. It was tight when I was growing up. She was in school and trying to work. And, I started working. My first job was at 13 as a frickin' ice cream scooper at the Yum Yum shop for $2.35 an hour. And then at 16, I lied about my age. I started delivering pizzas. I've had a house cleaning business where I cleaned houses. She was talking about cleaning toilets. She mentioned the thing. I've cleaned, 100 toilets that aren't mine. I've worked all the way through in retail sales. I worked all the way through college in security, and then I worked in law school. And I was driving around pieces of shit until 2 years or 3 years after I was in practice was my first decent car. And thank God I was able to provide for my family after law school. And someone looks back like I used to change my own oil, change my own brakes because I couldn't afford to do it any other way. And I have, dealing with these comments like I'm some spoiled, person who grew up with everything. Not real.
Dan, why are we even commenting about those people?
I was commenting on Facebook.
No, I know. Facebook.
Do you regret now looking back? I don't regret anything. I'm where I am and I'm in a happy place, and whatever got me here, great. It's an imperfect journey. It was a journey with a lot of bumps. I mean, I have a really rough childhood. People don't know, but I was the one who was young when my parents divorced. All my other siblings, my 4 siblings, were older than me, out of high school. I was in frickin' 6th or 7th grade. And it was a really hard, my entire world was turned upside down. It took me many decades to pull out of that.
I know, but it's the food in your mouth. Take a drink, please. Take a drink to help.
Danny, thank you. I appreciate that. And that's all I'm trying to do is let people know that you're okay the way you are. You're going to be fine.
Fuck me up the ass.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, I'm here sacrificing, living, probably the most positive life in my entire lifetime, and people are now choosing to come back, and it's just remarkable. And I have to wonder, what are you going to do when your parents get it? Are you going to bring them in your house? Are you going to sacrifice your life to take care of your parents, or do you just sit back behind a keyboard and bitch it and judge other people that do? It's really, and this is Facebook. I'm like, holy shit, man! It is just an ugly place. And they're most of them the same demographic, like women in their 60s or 70s. That if you go to their page, it's all Jesus and love, and then you go to their comments, it's like, holy shit, that's a loving comment. And I just, I'll respond to a few, but mostly I just block them and move on. But it's an ugly thing.
Yeah.
Comments on Facebook are insane.
Finish your mouth, please.
Well, I know that many people are just trying to get a reaction. You can tell, oh, he's an old creeper. They're talking about my dad. Obviously, they just want some kind of response. And I just shake my head. But yeah, to the other, I didn't see the name, but you take care of your parents. The people that do it, do it. They know, they get it. Caregivers get it. You either choose to do it or you don't. It's just sad that, I don't know whether they feel guilty about what they do. They're all, these women that are making these comments are all older than me, so they've dealt with parents. I didn't see any, on the pages I didn't see anything about having their parents with them. But anyway, You know, I left a long thing saying, you don't know who I am. You don't know my struggles. You don't know how hard I worked. I went to law school so that I wouldn't have to do manual labor like I did. I washed windows. I had a cleaning business, S&S cleaning. I've washed windows. I've worked, really hard outdoor jobs, scrubbing toilets when I was a kid, scooping ice cream, working security, selling frickin' stereos at the Good Guys. If you remember, there was a Good Guys thing here in Sacramento, but I've done my share. Shelley, I think hypocrisy is one of the traits that I loathe the most. Is hypocrisy. It's one thing to be a dick or be an asshole, but to pretend you're not, and then be a dick and an asshole to other people, that's hypocrisy. Danielle, I'm so sorry about your mom. 5 years is a long time to have somebody in, and I'm sure that was a rough time. Here, let me grab a beer.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna pour some more wine.
All right.
Sorry. I mean, it takes Ed forever to chew. That was one chew that we were working on to give him his medicine. One chew. One chew. My neighbor's over bringing me my farm fresh eggs. Thank you, Sheila. Oh my God, my husband is so special. So yeah, that's okay, Robin. I appreciate that. I have so many amazing followers and friends that go in and battle the crazies. And let me tell you, on Facebook, it is, and now that they're going after Dan, I am so like flabbergasted and calling him lazy. Y'all, he went to law school. He finished a degree. He made enough money to be able to retire early. What is the problem? To me, that's jealousy.
Kelly just brought over like 18 eggs.
I know. I ordered them.
Oh, you ordered them?
I ordered them. I ordered from her because I mean, he worked his ass off for his family, and he just was lucky to have a job and be an attorney and support his family.
What the hell is that?
Kelly. And retire early. That to me is jealousy from
Well, the retirement was not planned, right? That was because of health issues.
Well,
I didn't
but
want to
you
die.
also saved. We bought houses. We did those things when you worked to give you the flexibility if something, God forbid, happened. Right? That's why you invest. So he's always provided for his family and always will.
Yeah, I don't. I paid everything down. I don't have
debt.
I'm not cash. I don't walk around with almost nothing. I don't spend a lot of money, but
Here we go.
what?
Poke.
I wasn't poking at you.
That was a poke.
You're sensitive. Aren't you?
Coco just has a lot to say. Yeah. And
She's
now
talking to our neighbor.
now it's our, it's his time with his dad. Time he never got when he was a little kid.
What?
I'm talking about you. I'm defending you.
I know, but I didn't hear it.
I said, and you're finally getting, the time with your father, and people sit and
I
attack.
I didn't live with my dad from the time I was like 9 years old, and I didn't really spend a lot of time with him.
Never spent time with him, and now the last 4 years,
we bonded.
He's able to form a relationship with his dad, whether he's
An
has
adult,
dementia,
a real adult relationship.
and he has learned to love his dad, right? More, right?
I know him a lot better, and I know what kind of man he is inside, underneath everything.
Underneath everything.
I know what's under there, and it's an amazing core that he's got.
And
because that's all that's really left is the core now. You don't have all the bullshit, but you still have the core person, and that's what you see in the videos, and that's why he's so loved around the world, because that's who the man is inside. When you wipe away all the superficial bullshit, he's just a man who loves his family
and protects his family.
Has humility, wants to protect his family, and that's it. It doesn't have an evil bone for anybody or a bone of
Never
hate in
has.
his body.
I've never heard one negative thing.
Never make the comments that people
Never.
make. My dad would never say anything like that about people. I mean, he just never would in a million years.
And that's the thing.
These people are
these
there
people,
calling him a creep.
And people, you know.
Because he walks in our room at night when he doesn't know where the hell he is.
And
that
then,
makes him a creep. It's really...
They also get mad at me for showering him. I mean, it's ridiculous. They make such a big deal out of that.
I mean, they don't want him to be showered?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
We don't have horses, but we have horse stuff. Like
we
the
had
people that
horses.
lived
We
here-
didn't have horses.
The people that lived here before had
The
horses.
first family had horses.
Yeah.
The second family did not. And we had horses right across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called caretaking. Thank you, Alley Cat. Plain and simple.
That's what it is. How many beers? I'm on my second. And it's feeling pretty heavy, but
It is
you
heavy.
know,
Are you going to be able to
check
do it?
back in 3 hours, you know, after.
Well, Esme, that's been a conversation we've had many times. Basically, his dad was in the shoe business.
My grandfather was a shoe salesman.
Yeah.
And my dad worked with feet growing up in my grandfather's stores. My dad's worked all of his life too.
He was a hard worker.
Cassidy, that's true. I mean, but Facebook is a different animal, I'll tell you. My childhood was the best childhood in the world until my parents got divorced. I was the happiest kid living in a place surrounded by a bunch of older siblings and all of their friends in a tight-knit community with friends on both sides, across the street, down the street.
He was going to only have one cookie.
I had a really happy childhood until my parents divorced, and then it sucked. It sucked.
I know, right, Shelley? You do what
when your parents or when your family's ripped
Donnie,
apart,
Facebook
and
is the worst.
you know, there's a lot of vitriol going back and forth, and I'm living with my mom away from my old house and like 3 miles away from all my friends.
Bill was a completely different.
My Uncle Bill was different than my dad. He was the middle child, and he, you know, was.
Hi, Chatty.
He was more easygoing, just. You know, he was bounced around, wanted to have fun, really charismatic.
Yep.
You know, great talker, great entertainer, but you know, not the kind of follow through that my dad. I'm more like Bill than my dad.
Yeah,
I'm
Bill
more a
was
mix
completely
between them,
different. I mean, night and day. Night and day.
But my dad loved my Uncle
Me
Bill.
too, Michelle.
I mean,
I'm
they were
only
close. They were like a year and a half apart, and they were incredibly close.
I don't know.
Bill was Mark. Bill was a character, and Mark worked. He had a business with Bill at one time store.
What was it?
It was he's the Canterbury, which is an Australian
The
clothing
Australian
company.
brand. Is that why? I remember those logos.
Yeah, that's where those things came from. Bill is my uncle, my dad's deceased brother.
Don't say that loud.
Don't say Bill out loud. Bill was funny and charismatic and could tell a story, and you know, married like 5 times, and
he
you
was
know,
good
one of
looking.
the-
He was always dressed.
Every time you saw him, you know, there was something big going on, and it was a whole ordeal, and he always had stories, you know, these amazing stories about their tenants and famous people. And
he always had his hair nice. He dressed nice.
My cousin Johnny's a little like him, but Johnny's thank God I did that come out.
That came out. He was handsome, Susan. Bill was handsome.
Oh yeah, he was.
Ed, what's going on?
Oh, I had another one that needs a dry. No,
No.
not that one.
Yeah, my shoe salesman.
Foam,
It was a great generation. They really had a great generation.
You're getting me for hygienic.
I do. I gotta. We're gonna. One of these days, we're gonna get a bunch of pictures out, and we'll bring them out on a live. And all the people that you've heard about on the channel. Stephen, Mark would come out and come on. I that would be fun. That would be a fun show.
If Mark knew how to work his phone, he could join a live, but he
Mark's
doesn't,
on here right now.
He doesn't know how to do that. Hamburger helper.
Angie, that's awesome. 2 dozen roses today.
Oh, thanks, Riley. He wore a top hat to work. That's badass.
Ouch.
Ouch. What's that? Why do you say have a Band-Aid on?
Because somebody got him on the hand, one of the cats or
Oh,
something.
I heard him say ouch last night. Maybe that was
It
it.
was. I mean, it was in a bad spot. I'm
Yeah.
right here.
When he
Got a
bruises
thing, and
always
it's
over
hard
there.
because he moves his hand. It's hard to.
Mark was married, Haley. And he's looking, so if any...
He's
if
looking.
Mm-hmm.
Ed is fine. AMW.
You know, here's the thing. Yeah, he has very thin skin. I mean, the guy is, his hands...
And he's on blood thinners too. So when you get a little cut, you're gonna bleed. That's why that's why falls are so dangerous. Because if he falls and injures himself inside, you know, an internal injury that's bleeding, it can be very serious.
I mean, if you guys wanted Mark on, you guys would have to be nice. Holy moly. Mark
Bring
is
Mark
not...
on, bring Mark on Facebook.
Mark is not cut out for
He
the
might
meanness.
reach through the phone and grab you by the neck.
He did that to his nephew.
Mark is, deservedly so.
I was talking about that. What was he doing? I forgot again. I was telling a story, but I didn't
Aaron was
remember.
cutting him off. Back in the old days when you had,
Yeah.
you know, like dial up to get on the internet, and Mark was on the internet, and my nephew and Josh.
But Josh was
They were both doing it, and they were cutting Mark off the internet.
It was
They were
Aaron.
just
It
cutting him
wasn't
off.
Josh. Poor
And he was
Josh.
getting so pissed, and then he drove from wherever he was, and he went in, and Aaron goes running. He must have been 8, and Marcos chases him. It never happened again, I'll tell you that. It never happened again.
It was
We
the
should get
funniest
Aaron
stuff.
on for that one.
Gosh.
Aaron would be a fun guest. That's my nephew.
Hadisha, thank you so much. I have an apology
You got an apology? You get a lot of apologies.
for saying bad things about me. Has Second Hand changed y'all's vocabulary? Yes. Paige, you have to keep simple words. Like
It's
you
not
can't,
necessarily even simple words, but it's the frequency, how you say the word, because his ear frequency is so diminished
you're a Daniel
that you
Craig.
have to say it in the right volume and at the right frequency. You know, loud in the wrong frequency does
He's not gonna
nothing
hear it.
for him.
So, but you also have to realize it depends on his mood of the day. You know, it also changes in how much explaining you do versus how, you know, short and concise you are.
Yeah, sometimes he's ready to take an explanation, and sometimes you could read him a World Book Encyclopedia explanation, and he's going to fight you because that's the way
It
it is.
doesn't
We
work.
had a huge issue today, just over stupid things. Stupid things.
Me and you, who?
Chastity,
You and
he's
Ed?
been, yeah. We've seen symptoms for like the last 12, 13 years. Direct and firm is one way, and at some times and other times
Yes,
when
I've
you
heard
have
that the winter party.
when you
yes.
have it inside you to, you know, to explain, you can
No,
explain.
Sam.
And, you know, it goes away in 2 minutes, but
I caught up on Southern Charm.
Aaron, he's 92. He's going to be 93 next month. And he'll be 93. And I
Tell
think
Mark
the
you're
first,
looking. Oh, relatives in Elk Grove. We could meet up. Jill. What's your age, Jill? I need your W-2. I need copies of your savings
not
and checking
W2,
account.
a credit report,
Credit report. It has to go through me.
your DNA, your ancestry DNA.
Send it to me. 64.
64, perfect.
All right. Same age almost. Mark's a little bit older, but not bad. Mark 66.
Mark's 65, I think.
No, he just had a birthday, didn't he?
60, yeah, in October.
66. He
65
won't
or
probably,
66.
and a $500 deposit. Paid to Danielle Salinger. Thank you.
We are not in Illinois. I don't. That alley cat is one of the bogus posters is from Illinois. So a lot of people think we're from Illinois, but it's just some imposter.
No. What is he doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, he's trying to scrub the things off the table.
Oh.
Take him to the couch, because then,
Is he done eating?
yeah, he's done with everything. So just take him to the couch, because he's sitting there rubbing the...
Pop, you don't have to
Table.
worry about cleaning that up, Pop. It's all right. Come on, let's go to the couch, Pop. I'll take the garbage, Pop. Thank you.
Hi, Jimmy Jam.
The couch where it's more comfortable.
There are so many.
Put your feet up.
AMW1623. We have blue check marks. So Dan and Danielle both have blue check marks. We pay for that every month so you guys can know the real from the fakes. If you look at our profile pics, if we have the blue check mark, that is us. Yeah. I mean, I pay $50 a month for that crap. I mean, it's ridiculous. I am paying for that shit. Hi, Carolina. But we have to because there's so many fakes. He's been with us for 5 years now. Yeah, but full time for about a year and a half. We have a lot of animals. I lost my son at 27, and yeah, share organs too. I think it's corn. Yeah, they charge. So on Facebook and so Meta, you can pay for your. You know, they give them to you, but we didn't have a lot of followers at that point. So we had to do that because there was one account that has over 400 and something thousand followers. The check mark is helpful.
Do it again?
Yeah.
You want to do it again?
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Or you want to try, you can walk the whole house?
There's fake check marks? Oh my God. Yeah, you don't have to, but because we weren't at that echelon to get that, we had to. How do you keep being young? Oh, I'm not. Yeah, blue check mark, Paula. So look, you reported a bunch today, and I'm really pissed off because they posted a couple of my pictures from my Vegas trip last year with my friends. That fake account, Dan and Danielle, or Dan's on. I can't. And they posted 2 pictures today from our Vegas trip. And that wasn't posted publicly.
That's your cup, Pop, yeah. On the couch over here, Pop.
So, oh, yes, I reported on both of them. Yeah, and then started to bag on us in the, so mean. The pit? No, I haven't seen that. It is, Carolina, and that's why we paid, right? We paid for that, so that way you guys can differentiate between the two, or the real ones. There's 2 real ones on Facebook. Yeah, did you see that? Looks like you both have the same beautician, you know? Oh shit. I don't know. Is that the account?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to block that. They're spamming it. I already blocked it. Block.
I didn't see it. Let the moderators do it. They know what the hell they're doing.
Thanks, Kim.
How could they get pictures of you if you did post them? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, because I have member stuff.
So you posted them, obviously. Obviously,
To-
if someone takes pictures, they've been posted
To
somewhere.
a paid member account.
Whatever. You post something, you know it's open season.
Unky, hi.
Aloha, Pippi.
I'll just stay quiet. Sam. You too, Cheyenne? No. I think Anthony.
Mary, I'm
I think
squinting because I'm looking at little type from way back here. You know, if it was just me, it would be closer to my face and it wouldn't be hard to see. But you know, we have to get 2 heads in this image. Did we do anything special? I went out to lunch with my mom and Mark and my dad.
I didn't know that. I saw
That
that.
was-
Yeah, I saw that. I'm glad you took your mom. Was she happy?
She was happy.
She looked happy.
She was happy. We talked about.
Hi, MPG for Truth. Hello, neighbor from EG near.
I know
EG.
someone's near EG.
Mhm. Thanks, Anthony.
Dorothy, if I ever ask him if he dreams, you know, that's really hard,
Sometimes,
right? Because
sometimes he talks about it when he wakes up.
I'd have to, you know, right when he gets up, sometimes he'll say something like, "Am I in Tennessee?" And and then I assume he's dreaming, or "Am I in Japan?" I mean, he can wake up anywhere in the world, and it might be a dream. It might be something he saw on TV the day before.
You know what's interesting?
Mm.
I've noticed recently that he looks out, one of our cats, Bart, looks out the window for about...
Before he goes?
Yep, and then he goes. I just noticed that in the last couple days.
Smart cat.
But, you know, he just came down the stairs, which means he goes upstairs and he pees, and then he comes back down.
I've never been to Japan, neither has my dad.
No, but we need to go. It's supposed to be one of the cleanliest cities, and the food is amazing.
I can show
Take
what my
both.
dad's doing. All
Take
right, give me
both.
that. I'll show you what he
See
does.
if they can
when
notice
we're-
his goatee.
What?
See if they can notice
When
his
we're
goatee.
on here and he's eating. So this is Pop right here. Let's see how he's doing. Dad, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Say hi to everybody.
I will say hi.
There's a lot of people on here. There's 1,000 people on here, Pop. Say hi.
That's amazing.
Yep. And they all love you,
I'm
Pop.
taking really good care of them now, and I'm very pleased with it.
Pop, it's not the state. You don't have to tell them how good you're doing. You can say hello. You say hi to them.
Hello to everybody out there.
I know.
I don't know who all the people are, but
Me either, Pop, but they all love you. I can tell you
I
that.
do want to say good evening, and I'm having a good and safe time right here in my son and daughter-in-law's location.
Pop, you're amazing, Dad.
What?
You did good.
Okay.
You did good.
Thank you, Dad.
He just blows me away at the way he has no idea who these people are, and he's 92 with advanced dementia, and that's what that's what he pulls off right there. I mean, I don't have any words to explain that. I just don't.
He sounded like a salesman from what I heard.
And he just, he's in there, and he just.
What did he say? Something I
He's
appreciate.
all, I'm being taken care of very well
I
here in
appreciate
this
the
home.
care I get.
I'm like, Dad, this isn't like the police. Just talk to them. He's a pretty cool dude. I mean, every time I do that, you can see the reaction I have, because he's not that way if I don't have the cameras on him.
No.
Right? He understands that he's on camera, and something comes out of him that, like, I don't know whether it's a chemical or adrenaline, but whatever it is, he just blows me away all the time. I mean, I even, a lot of times I think, oh, there's no way we can't bring him on. He's just not with it tonight. And then he gets in front of the camera and he lights up. He should have been an actor or something.
Yeah. Well, maybe he heard us sing how charismatic Bill was. So he was trying to. That was cute, though. That was really
That's Pop. There's no explanation for dementia. And what it was yesterday is not always what it is today. Teebs, that's amazing. I wish my dad could tell me stories from when he was a kid, but he really never has.
No.
All that information I have to get from other people. I'll call my aunt and ask her. She is.
No, we're not doing that. No.
Oh, shush.
She just wants some attention as
She
well.
wants attention. Clay, that's amazing. I think that happens with a lot of people.
He does get bubbly. That's why, this thing, when people say, why film them? That's why. Because
Christy, you're lucky.
it brings him to life. It does. Those moments are cherishable. He doesn't do that shit.
He's not like that
No.
off camera. He just doesn't talk like that.
Not like that. I was laughing because as I heard it going to the bathroom, I was like, talk about salesman. Yeah, I thought you said something, Dad, you don't have to pitch it.
Tell him he's on the Ed Sullivan Show. He's not that. My dad has dementia, but he's not completely in fantasy land either. He's grounded in a lot of areas, and if you start telling him things like he's on the Ed Sullivan Show, is very possible. You don't know how he's going to react, but very possible he's going to look at me like
Good luck.
I'm a frickin' moron.
It does. And that's what's really cool about the videos.
Danny, have a good night.
He always knows, He looks, you like the goatee? Oh, you could see it. I've been working hard on it. Every other day I shave it. They're going to be matching.
Except mine will be Actually,
His
they're
is
both
darker.
gray.
No, his is.
Mine
his-
looks ridiculous
Yeah,
on here.
it looks really
on
great.
here, but it looks fine in person.
But Ed's is different. It's darker. So you're gonna see them side by side. But the goatee, it changes his eye color. It's so freaking amazing. I wish you guys could see how like
Hi, Rita.
badass his eyes look. Bye, Reeds. Oh no, Reed's not leaving. Hey, Lair.
He is in his glory
Larry's
when he's
here.
on camera. Why do you think the
Larry's
channel
here.
is what it is? Because he's
Lair's here.
Larry. Hey, Larry. Do people like
They
ever
love
say
Larry.
Lair Bear?
It's really weird.
Hey, Lair Bear. Do they
And
call
it's
you?
picking up some brown.
If I had a
inside.
Larry, I'd call, and it was,
Lair.
and I was a woman, I'd call him Lair Bear.
I'm sure he gets called Lair Bear.
You think so?
Yeah, watch it, Steven. I'll give you some tips.
Steven, you can. That's good, man. I can imagine you have a nice goatee.
I'm
But
working.
we'll be fighting, and you never know.
We were fighting
hang out
earlier.
long enough, and we'll be fighting again.
Lair. Stephanie says, "Hey,
Adjust camera.
poor Grandma yesterday. Grandpa was gone for 3 hours. I spent 3 hours every 20 seconds.
Larry Barris. I didn't know that was the owner. of the
Shauna,
Giants.
I get it, girl. Girl, I get it.
Candy P. My brother Mark takes care of a diabetic dog,
I think so.
and they have to get
She's
shots.
gone.
You know, like 3 hours after they eat. Taking care of a diabetic dog isn't easy. And Mark's dog has not only diabetes, but she had cataract. She was blind, and she got cataract surgery. So she's been walking around with a cone on her head for 3 weeks, and now she can see again. I think the cone just came off.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, it's funny.
Mark's
It's
amazing.
sad.
He really is.
Cinnamon, yeah.
Cinnamon.
And I tell you,
Cinnamon.
and this guy, you talk about a schedule. This guy is like, I gotta be home. Cinnamon needs her shot.
I got this for Valentine's Day. I got my wife wrote me a poem. How I'm the bun to her hot dog, or
I'm
reverse.
gonna tell.
She's the bun. I'm the hot dog.
I
My
made.
bad, my
That
bad.
was cute,
No, it's very cute.
and it rhymed.
It rhymes. Does it rhyme?
Yes.
Oh.
Let me read it for everybody.
So she gets angry if I read my poems,
You're
but she
my
read it
hot,
twice.
because
in the
mine
same-
is
twice in the
very
same line.
simple. You're my hot dog to my bun. You're the yin to my yang. You're the butter to my biscuit. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Would you be my Valentine?
No,
Love your beautiful wife, Danielle.
it's a very sweet, but did you say it rhymes?
Yeah.
Because it simply doesn't rhyme.
It went together.
No, it fits together. It's a very nice poem, and I thank you for it, but it's not a rhymer.
It's a
It's
rhymer.
not a rhymer.
It rhymed to me.
Right.
Thank you, C.
Which words rhyme?
Yeah, crucified on the left.
Bun?
All of it.
What does bun rhyme with? Biscuit?
Biscuit.
Bun doesn't rhyme with biscuit.
Yin and yang.
Yin and yang aren't where the rhyme is
Hot
supposed
dog
to be.
to my bun.
Like the yang there, you should have like pang there.
Your beautiful wife, Danny Yeller.
I guess it's how you pronounce. It's how you say it. That's why writing songs is easier because you can sing it.
Oh,
like
you want me to
anything.
sing it?
Rhyme. You're my hot dog.
No, not you.
All right.
Because it's my ode to you.
It goes very well.
Hold
All
on.
right, sing it.
Yeah, do the boot. You're my hot dog to my bun. You're the yin to my yang. You're the butter to my biscuit. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Would you be my Valentine? Love your beautiful wife. Danny, Yell, the best woman on the planet.
Look out, Eminem. Here we come. We are on our way.
Now, if that doesn't go viral, I don't know what else we can do for you.
My mood's shifting slowly.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, Valentine's kiss. No, you have to put the finger back on your lip. Yeah, you were waving. Anybody, light a lighter for me?
8 Mile, here we go.
Oh yeah, Judy, you don't go out on Valentine's Day.
That's horrible.
Laura.
I'm
you're
sorry you
the
lost
peanut
your
butter
pup.
to my Reese's.
That is really tough.
You know, did you say? I'm gonna say something.
Wait, she's gonna say something. Can you guys all please turn down whatever's going on in your house? Turn your volumes down. Go ahead, you have the
Okay.
floor.
So Balin got her own TLC show. Where is TLC?
I love Balin. You guys know she.
I've been watching it.
I've been watching. Well, I don't watch the television
Well,
show,
I have
but
it.
I've been watching her on TikTok
Yeah.
for like 3 years.
Anyway, I'm watching her TLC show, right? TikTok, where
Well, they're all nice, Danielle. We're not nice, and we have kind of a
she says
racy show.
penis
Not
and
like a
vagina.
racist
I mean, she
show,
has
but
like
a
Tourette. She spontaneously
racy or-
cusses, just like me, and says,
Yeah, but it's not on purpose. She doesn't curse on purpose.
Shauna, I love it. Yes, Anthony, you do. But you have special.
No, Balin's
instructions.
is the first. She's one of a kind because she is really spreading the news about Tourette's, and it's just never happened before. She's the first,
And she's has a very extreme case.
but she's also, it's a really wonderful
TLC,
TikTok channel.
Balin in charge, Balin something or other. She just got engaged. I know, she's so cute too. Uh-oh, somebody's messing with Andrew. Oh, he's getting up. Balin out loud. Sorry. What did I say? Yeah, it's cute. Her trip is very rare. Ed, what's going on?
Everything's put away.
Everything's cool. Yep.
Dad's ready to do the dishes. I'd love to do trivia oligarchy. For me, I love trivia. That would be a fun segment to do.
On the phone.
We're talking about a creator on TikTok that got a television show on TLC. She has Tourette's, and she's been
Oh, Dave.
Wants to
posting
come.
about her Tourette's for a couple of
Yeah.
years and provided
He
awareness.
wants to talk. I asked him because he said, "What do you guys
You
do?"
wanna
to
talk?
to you, I guess.
Yeah.
You want to sit? All right. Well, if you want.
Go move.
Danielle can sit here if she wants to.
No, you said, and I have to go to.
I don't want you to go because I want to see how he
No,
does.
I'm gonna
I don't.
stay here. Creams is meowing at me. Sit
Where do you
down.
want me to sit?
You can sit here if you want,
Right
Pop.
here. Right here. Yep.
Okay.
Sit.
How you doing, Dad?
Doing okay.
All right.
Hold on, let me get you.
Doing okay, I can.
You're doing all right. Here's all the people, Pop.
What's that?
I said, here's all the people.
Yeah, no, it's just two of us now.
Well, it's two of us plus like 1,000 people, Pop.
Yeah, there are people coming and going.
There's people coming and going.
Yeah,
Oh, boy. Sit here because I don't know how he's going to do.
Can I go get?
that's not mine.
No, I know.
If I need some trivia. That's a coaster, Pop.
Huh?
That's something to put glasses on, like this.
Supposed to put my,
If you had a drink, you'd put it on there.
no, so if you put my coffee on there.
Yeah, if you had coffee, but we don't drink coffee this late at night, Pop.
Yeah,
It's Valentine's Day, Dad.
today?
Yep. Say happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Tell everybody happy Valentine's Day.
Everybody have a happy Valentine's Day. And I hope
Absolutely.
it stays that way the rest of your life.
Yep. It starts today. Cupid shoots you, and then the rest of your life is nothing but happiness. Everyone's wishing you a happy Valentine's Day back, Dad. Because they love you, Pop. They're all talking to you, Dad.
No, it's interesting. I'm looking at my forehead. I'm looking at your forehead. We're both sort of camel without hair there.
We're without hair, Pop. There's a word for that. You know what it is?
What?
Bald. It's called bald, Pop.
Why would we be bald?
Well, because we shave our heads. We're not bald. We have big, thick heads of hair, but we choose to shave it back, to try and make bald people feel a little bit better.
Oh,
Right, Pop?
yeah.
You have a big head of hair if you wanted to grow it out, right?
I think he has more hair than
well,
you.
I don't know. I guess so.
We could put some hair lotion on your head. You want to grow some hair, Pop?
No.
They have stuff now you can put a cream on, and all of a sudden you'll have, You know, you're like that
No,
plant.
I'll let it grow back
Naturally?
slowly and surely.
All right, Pop. I don't know if it's going to come back naturally, but
We'll see what happens.
I've been waiting for a long time, Pop, and it hasn't worked yet.
Well,
For like 20 years, I've been waiting for my hair to grow back.
yeah.
Quite the opposite happens. It does grow back, but not in the areas that you would want it.
Well, that's all right. I'll take the same situation.
You got a nice goatee, Pop. You're growing hair all right there, like me. Can you
It's
feel
darker.
it?
Can you see it's
Yeah.
darker than yours?
That's what you're growing.
My wider hair.
Yeah. It's just like me, Pop. Like father, like son. You're growing a little goatee.
Yeah, it'll grow back.
It's gonna grow, Pop.
Yeah.
I'll bet you have a better one than me. That's gonna be
I wouldn't
sad.
say that. Why would that be?
Because I just bet you yours looks better than mine.
I
You
don't
you have a thicker beard than me, Pop.
do what?
You have a thicker beard than I do.
Oh, I
Yours
do.
will look better than mine. You'll have a good looking goatee.
Well, as long as we get together with all the people who are in our little group, we have our.
It's
food together.
not a very little group. It's a big group, Pop.
Well, people with what we're talking about, the little group.
The bald people?
No.
You know about bald people?
Yeah.
Bald people? We like bald people, right?
I like good people, yeah.
He corrects me and it just comes out, right? When I'm trying to be cute, he's able to correct me, and the looks are not important. It's the people. And that's what you just heard from him, right? That's in all this bullshit, my dad's telling you how it is for real. You just got to listen hard.
Well, I haven't said a lot of hard things.
Dad, you say a lot with a few words. You
Well,
communicate a lot in very few words, Pop.
Well, but we do that on very local areas.
I call him Pop, oddly enough, because that's what he called his father. And I just heard it.
Started.
And so as when he got older and he moved in here, I just started repeating what I remember him saying to his father. Not intentionally, but that's just what happened.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, Pop.
Do you ever remember your real dad?
I do remember my real
What
dad.
he looks like?
I know exactly what he looks like. You know what he looks like?
What?
He looks a lot like you. You know why?
Why?
Because you are my real dad, Pop.
I'm your real father.
You're Ed Salinger and I'm Dan Salinger, Dad.
Well, that
I'm your
makes sense.
I'm your fifth child. You had me. I'm half you and half Joanne. So you are my real father, Dad.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I feel good about that.
I feel good about it too. Yeah. What else you want to know, Pop?
That's about it, I guess.
All right. Well,
Danielle, we gotta figure out.
we'll deal with her.
Oh no, she's got a lot of potential.
She's got potential, Pop. We're working on it right now.
That's good. She should use what she's got, because very few people have what you have. So make use of what you do have.
Thank you.
It'll be fine for you.
You'll be fine. Shake it a little, and you'll be even better.
Shake.
Hey, what?
Shake it.
Drop
I
it
said
like
shake
a
it a little, Pop. I told her to shake it a little.
Oh, Danielle, fine. She's fine.
She's fine, Pop.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
ready to go up in the world.
She's ready to make herself known, to make her mark on the world, Pop.
Well, she's doing it. She's working hard.
She is working hard. She
Yeah.
helps take care of you too, Dad.
And she's got the ability to do it, though. That's the whole thing.
She's got the ability.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And you know what else she has?
What?
The hair. She's got a full head of hair.
Oh well. Yeah. It's that.
I mean, you know the way the world is, Pop. If you got hair, you can do anything. You know, the world's not fair. The world is not fair. You're distracting him. The world is not fair at all. And if you have hair, everything comes easy, Dad.
Yeah.
But for us bald people, we got to work a little harder.
Yeah.
Bald people have to work harder, right?
Right.
Yeah. That's the way it is. It's unfortunate and it's not fair. But
It's just the way it is.
It's the way it is, Pop.
It lasted this way for a long time.
Yeah, it has. But you know, there may come a day when bald people are elevated above haired people. Someday it's going to be more in fashion to be bald. And they can fake it, they can shave, but you'll be able to tell from the stubble. And when that day comes, Pop, we are going to rise up as the bald community and we are going to rule the world. What do you think, Dad?
I just see it happen.
It's going to happen. The bald people will be ruling the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not rare because you look at our family history.
It's not rare when it's genetic, Pop. It's genetic. I think Gandhi was bald. Was Gandhi bald?
Who's that?
Gandhi.
Gandhi.
He was a very famous philosopher. He's an Indian philosopher.
Oh, I don't know. I don't follow that like you do.
Well, he's an old. He's dead now, I think. But
Oh, I know that. I know
Yeah.
that.
again, it's just the fact that he was bald. So we have that connection.
Yeah, well,
We have the bald connection, Pop.
I don't worry about being bald.
I'm not worried about being bald either, Pop. I'm rather proud of being bald. If I had hair, I think I'd shave it off. Because hair is just too, it's the easy road. You know, it's like being good looking. It's just you have an easier time in life, Dad.
Yeah.
But we made it, bald and all. We made it. We've accomplished what we've accomplished without the assistance of hair.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right. What else, Dad? Eddie, he's had symptoms for about 12 years.
What's that?
I said, your hair's looking good, Dad.
What I've got left?
Oh, well, look, you got more than me.
I don't know that I do.
You do. We shaved yours off. Yours grows out better than mine. Someone said we're twins. That's a compliment to you, Pop,
I don't, well,
because you're older than me.
yeah, I am older. That I know for sure.
Yeah, you're definitely older.
But you're a pretty smart guy.
You're a pretty smart guy, Pop.
I'm just living normal, but you're smart.
Well, how would I be smart? You made me. So if I'm smart, it must come from somewhere.
You're just born that way.
Yeah, but I was born with someone else's genetics. Yours and Mom's genetics are what made me. So anything I have, I must have got from you guys.
Well, I don't think that. I don't worry about it. I live on today, what it's like today and tomorrow.
That's the only way to live, Pop. I agree.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
You gotta be that way. That's what makes your life go on.
You got to adapt, right, Pop? You have to adapt to new situations.
Absolutely, one way or the other.
Yeah, one way or the other.
I say that because you can lose your hair and adapt too.
I adapted after losing my hair. I adapted to being a bald man.
Well, I got less hair than you.
Well, not really, Pop. I think you got more hair than me.
It doesn't matter where.
My head's shinier than yours,
Yeah.
but
Danielle,
she's Danielle.
she can adapt to a lot of stuff.
She's got to adapt to a lot of stuff, Pop.
She's a smart girl too.
She is. Danielle, you want it? Can I get a beer and a pee?
Yeah.
You want to come sit with him?
Well, what do you want me to
Pardon
do?
me?
first?
You can come sit with him first because he's.
The beer
yeah.
or the pee?
I'll pee first, but he's doing all right.
Yeah, I know. I kind of had a feeling he would.
Doing all right.
Sorry.
Oh,
Oy.
we want to move?
Nope. You can stay right there. How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm tired.
You what?
I'm tired.
Yeah, well, it's been a lot in your life for you're not used to all that's going on.
Well, I'm used to it.
But that's okay because you're learning.
Yeah.
You're learning a lot of what's going on with the family you live with too.
Yeah.
And the world, the way the world treats us,
Yeah.
the way we treat the world.
Exactly.
So yeah. What is it out doing out here?
Those are coasters.
What
Those
are they?
Those are coasters. So you put your drinks on them. See?
Oh, is that what those are for?
So they don't ruin the table.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta figure out what you want to do with your life.
Go get your beer.
All right. I'll be right back, Pop. I'm
Well,
getting a beer.
I'm going to tell you something. My life has already been defined, determined, and going.
That's what?
My life is already here. I'm 50 now.
You're 50? You're
Almost.
not older than me.
No.
I don't think.
No. You know how
I must be over 52 then.
you're over 50. You sure are over 50.
Not much, Pop. Only by about 42 years.
Anyway, I shouldn't drink that stuff.
I know, Pop. I know I shouldn't drink this
Why
stuff.
does he
It's
say-
Easy.
okay.
Why does he
Oh,
say to you?
I ain't driving, Dad. I ain't driving. We're home for the night, Pop.
And his shirt's on backwards.
No, I mean, as long as you take care of yourself and be careful what you do.
I work on it. God damn it. Let me turn my sweatshirt around, Pop.
Granddad
That's
Ed.
you, Pop.
Granddad Ed.
He's looking at this right here.
Yeah.
That's you, Pop.
What?
That's you.
Yeah, that guy there is me.
Yep, that's you.
I know.
That's what I'm drinking out of.
Yeah.
That's how popular you are, Dad.
Well, I
You
wouldn't.
got your own cup. You
I
got
wouldn't
your own
say that I'm
koozie.
not that popular, but
You're quite popular.
we have a very limited environment for our family.
What are we limited by, Dad?
What?
We're not limited. We're unlimited.
No,
You're Mr. Popularity, Pop. You know that your birthday's coming up next month?
my birthday, what?
Your birthday's coming up, Pop. We're in February right now.
Can you
No,
say
my birthday
February?
is March.
Yeah, what's next month? We're in February right now. What's next month?
Yeah, it's March.
That's right. And so your birthday's next month, Pop.
Yeah, but I got,
You know how old you're going to be?
huh?
You know how old you're going to be?
How old?
25.
Next month?
Yeah, 25, Pop.
I'm only 24 now?
You're only 24. Do you look 24?
No, I look older.
You do look older. How old do you look?
I'm in my 30s, upper 30s.
Pop, that's you.
Yeah.
That's me.
I know.
All right. You think you're in your 30s? And how old am I?
You're younger than me.
I'm definitely younger.
Not much younger though, but you're definitely younger.
Pop, you're 37 years older than me.
I'm 37
Or
years
35.
old.
Maybe you're 35. I'm 50. Yeah, you're 35 years older than me, Pop.
I'm 35 older. too.
Yeah, you're my dad.
Yeah,
You're my dad. You had me when you were 35 years old.
there you go.
There you go.
We had a long life together.
We've had a long life
I'm
together.
gonna be longer.
It's going to be longer.
Yeah, that's good.
Every day it gets longer, Pop.
Well, you're able to, one nice thing, you're able to evaluate that stuff, and you also evaluate and for how to live with it and bring it to your life so it doesn't disturb your life at all.
Pop, we're just getting by. We're getting through every day. That's all we're doing. We're getting through the day.
But you do to get through the day, but you have a good time getting through the day, and you feel pretty positive about your lifestyle.
Dad, my lifestyle is pretty simplistic now. You live with me, Pop. You live with me every day. So
Yeah.
every day,
That's good.
I'm the first person, me or Danielle are the first person you see in the morning every day. And you're always smiling.
Always.
You wake up with a smile.
Mostly.
I do wake up with
Yeah.
a smile.
You wake up with a
Mostly.
smile.
Mostly.
You mostly
That's because we got Danielle here.
I
When
know.
I wake up, Danielle makes me happy, and so I smile.
Where's my camera?
I'm not
Oh, how did you miss that?
I always miss the good stuff.
Nell's an interesting lady.
She's an interesting lady, Pop.
Damn it.
Yeah.
She can do a lot more than she wants to.
I know, Pop. Let's forget about Danielle.
What?
Forget about Danielle.
Okay.
I'm your son. I'm your kid.
Wouldn't that be something if you really were?
It would be remarkable, Pop. You don't look at my head, Pop. Do I not look like you?
No. Well, we have capable of things.
Dad, you are my dad.
Yeah.
You're my real father.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're my dad.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure you know.
And I know that.
All right.
But the love, the information groups that we deal with can be different.
Yeah, we deal with different information groups, but in the end, we are father and son. You are my dad.
That is true.
That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
Whether I like it or not, you're my dad.
Yeah, I don't know if that was wonderful or the pain in the butt. It can be both.
Yeah, and let me tell you, and it's reciprocal. I know that I can be a pain in the butt, and I'm sure that I was a major pain in the butt for you and Mom. I know I was. Although you took it in stride.
No, we just never mentioned, never had time to spend with you.
Well, we spent time, Pop. We spent enough time. Yeah. I wish we spent more time when I was younger, but
That's what I'm thinking.
well, you had your life, and I was living mine, Pop. That's the way it was. But we made up for it now. Now, in
Well,
the
now we have
2000.
the time to get together and know each other.
That's absolutely true, Pop. We live together for the first time in a long time, since I was like 9 years old. So now it's real.
9 years old?
I was 9 years old when you got a divorce from Mom. I was 9.
I got divorced from who?
From Joanne.
I got divorced from Joanne when you were 9?
Yeah, when I was 9. Yeah, that's life, man. Life happens. We can't help life. Life happens and we have to deal. And that's what we did. We dealt with the situation. You dealt with it your way. I dealt with it my way. My dad was not a player. He did not meet Janice until after my parents were separated and divorced. So that is my dad would never. He's a man of morals and ethics, and he would never.
And he's
I don't know what
loyal.
he does.
And he's loyal.
Dad, you're my dad.
No, I'm not your dad.
All right.
But I can be
You are my dad, Dad.
I'm your associated dad.
You're my frickin' dad. You're my dad. Your sperm fertilized Mom's egg, and I am the result, Pop. You are my DNA. I'm frickin' bald.
That's fine.
That bald head came to me.
I think it runs in the family.
You're my father. You're my real biological father.
I am.
You are. I'm Dan Salinger. You're Ed Salinger. You're my father. George Salinger is my grandfather.
Yeah.
Do you remember George?
Dad.
That's your dad.
That's my dad.
That was my granddad. Grandpa loved me, Pop.
Sure he did.
Absolutely. And so did Grandma. They're my grandparents. Your parents are my grandparents.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Because you're my dad.
Because I'm your dad, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's...
The cat got you there, Pop. Don't touch that. The cat's
that?
got to heal. Cat got you. You got a scab there, Pop. Don't pull it up.
Yeah, well, we have to agree with the way things are as we grow older. And as the world's changing, we got to change too.
Dad, that is absolutely the very wise thing to say. We have to adapt all the time. We've been adapting for the last 4 years. Every month, it seems like we're adapting to something new. But what remains is you, Pop. The core you remains. And that's really amazing.
Well...
All right, Pop. You want to watch a little TV?
No, I'm not going to watch TV.
What do you want to do, Pop?
I just sit here for a little bit.
All right.
Think about how did I get at this position?
Because you kept waking up every day. And when you wake up every day for 92 years, this is how you find yourself. You could have checked out many times, Pop, but here you are. You must be happy because you keep plugging along every day.
Well, it's different for me. It's this type of lifestyle is different. How I living it.
It is different, Pop. It's different, but that's not different. Isn't bad. It's just different. It's just a different stage, Pop.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the point. It's not bad, but it is different.
It is different, Pop, and it's difficult, but
And you're my relations too.
I'm your son, Dad. You're my dad.
I don't know.
You held me the day I was born, Dad.
I did what?
You held me the day I was born.
Is that right?
You're my dad. Yeah, you held me as a brand newborn baby. You held me. And I hope you didn't drop me. Did you drop me? Because that would explain a lot.
It was just how you were taking a dumbbell like me for a father.
Pop, you're my father, and that whatever dumbbell, smart, Einstein, you're my father. Good, bad, or indifferent. That's what I have. I have you. Whatever I wanted or dream of, I have you, and that's the reality.
Yeah, you do.
You're my father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the same thing with Danielle. She's got the same type of problem.
She's got the
Or it isn't
same.
a problem, but she's got her mother and father living here somewhere. I don't know which one it is.
Well, Pop,
But
her
they're
mother and father are both dead.
Who's?
Danielle's parents are both passed.
Oh, are they dead?
Mm-hmm.
Well, could be worse. It could be they could be stuck in a house with stuck in living in there and just
They
walking
could be
around.
stuck living with their kids.
And then you'd have to bother with them too.
Pop, it's not a bother, Dad. Parents are not a bother. You're not a bother.
I'm not.
No. You're not a bother.
I don't know about that, Dan.
You're a father, not a bother.
Can't they both?
You're a father, Pop.
You
Well,
can be both.
I guarantee you that you're easier on me than I was on you growing up. That I'm pretty sure. I was not an easy kid, Pop. I was a really tough teenager. Really tough.
Well, what has happened in your life is so much change has gone through your life.
Yeah, I've
And you
changed.
never grew up with a bunch of little kids.
I grew
Yeah,
up with
with-
older kids.
With kids, your family.
I grew up with your family because I'm your son. I grew up in your house with you and Mom till I was 9 in Saratoga on Via Escuela Drive, Pop.
Really?
Yeah, we had a nice pool. We had firework parties. You remember fireworks, Pop?
Well, yeah, there are a lot of changes as you grow up. Things change.
Things change.
Change, that's normal.
Gina, what I do as a teen, I can tell them the whole story. I was a product of divorce. And I rebelled, and I didn't have a lot of supervision because my mom was in school and working. So I kind of ran amok and barely graduated from high school. In fact, I think they just moved me on because they didn't want to deal with me for another
Look, you
year.
graduated from college already.
I did, Pop. I did.
And you did well with it, too.
I finally got a hold of myself, Pop, but it took a long
Well, it
time.
depends on what you wanted to do with life.
Well, it took a while, Pop.
Yeah.
It took a while, but eventually I found myself. And then I lost myself, and now I'm finding myself again. But that I think
that
is,
happens
that's,
to all of us.
I agree, Pop. That's life.
Yeah.
All right, well. You want to watch TV now, Pop?
No, not
All right.
necessarily. Just talking.
All right, well, as
Talk
long
to
as you're happy.
Danielle.
As long as you're happy.
Yeah, I can I talk to people. We were a very close background growing up with and the
I went to
family
Saratoga High School.
and type of allegiance relationships we have with our kids.
Dad, you have a close relationship with all of your kids.
I think
You were close with all your siblings. You're close with your cousins. You've always kept a very close family around you. And you've always encouraged family to stick together and be together. That's your message. That's what you've passed along to your kids. And as a result, I'm trying to pass it along to my kids. I want my kids to be close, and I want my kids to be close with their cousins.
You like the relationships.
I like, yeah, you gotta, if you don't have family,
Well, when
families.
you don't have any kids yet.
I got 3, Pop.
Oh, do you have
I
3
got
of them?
3 kids.
Well,
And they're all your grandkids.
yeah, you'll see them grow out. They'll be my grandkids, not yours.
They're your grandkids, right?
Yeah, that'd be fun. Look at Danielle. She's had a similar type problem.
We don't have a problem, Pop. It's all good.
Yeah, well, problem is when you got no problems at all.
All right, we're violation warning. Let's see.
For what?
Something about harassment. Let's see.
My video does not contain the content mentioned.
Okay. There we go. But I think that's it. When you have idiots that are reporting at this point with my dad on, that's harassment. Some person just reported this channel for harassment. That's what we deal with on social media. So I think we're gonna call it quits. And you guys have an absolutely wonderful day. Dad, thank you so much for hanging out with us. You did wonderful, Pop. You did wonderful, Dad.
I wouldn't put it that far,
Well,
but I love my family too.
you did great, Pop.
Well,
All right. Thanks for
I
hanging
hope-
out
I
with
hope
us
they
on this
do,
Friday
yeah.
night. And I'm glad he was able to come on and give us that entertainment. He's been wonderful, as he always is. Everyone have a good night. We'll see you on Monday.
yeah, we are.